introduction, start with your hook, background information, and your thesis must be highlighted. So to create a hook, just in review, we already talked about this in a previous lecture. Anecdote is a small story, metaphor, simile, some sort of statement of fact, interesting quote, detailed description, or if you need more ideas, you can click on the link and it'll take you to some examples of other types of quotes that go with other kinds of papers. Make sure that you provide background information next. Kind of pretend like you're a journalist. And if this were the first little section of an article, what information do I need to understand my stance? And then you're going to write out your thesis. Your thesis needs to have the topic that is discussed, the name of the text, in this case, it's a speech, some sort of stance that tells me what your argument is with your theme, because that's going to tie in your painting, and then your subtopics. That would be your rhetorical elements. All right, so this has to be the last sentence in your introduction, and it needs to be highlighted. Then your main body, you should have multiple paragraphs that are all structured the same. So once you got your thesis written, then you're going to move to your topic sentence. So the first thing that's mentioned here is anaphora. So that means my first topic sentence is going to be about anaphora, and it's going to be this umbrella that goes over the whole paragraph, should be focused on this one element. So for your topic sentence, there would be an example. Anaphora is used with this repetition of the phrase, I had a dream, and see how I've cited it. So think of this as like the subject line. Then you need to find a quote. Try to keep it short in this particular instance. Try to keep it to 8 words or less. I'm okay if it makes it up to a full sentence, but I don't want giant pieces of it. And then make a note of the paragraph, because these are speeches, they're online, there's not going to be page numbers. Now you're going to need to make your quote into a complete sentence. Do not use end punctuation yet. You'll put the end punctuation on the outside. So you introduce it and then you do your quote. Your internal citation has to be added so I know where to find it. If you had a page number, you would put the author and the page number without a comma and then the period on the outside. Since we are not going to have a page number, you're going to put the last name of your author and then the paragraph number. If there was no author at all, then you would have the title of the article and then the paragraph number. Next, write your commentary. This is where you interpret it in your own words to discuss that concrete detail or the quote that you just gave me. Here are some sentence starters to kind of help you. These are very basic. If you have a more sophisticated way to start a sentence, that's great. This is just to give you some general idea. So in this way, Martin Luther King is conveying. I need to go back and fix my grammar on there. Then try to explain it in a couple of sentences in your own words. So we put it together. Here is your quote, then here's your explanation. Then you're going to write a paragraph. So you'll write your paragraph with the information, put it all together. Topic sentence, quote, explaining it, second quote or example, explain it, and transition to the next topic. Transition means that you're mentioning your topic from the previous paragraph, and then you're going into the next topic. So it's like a teaser. So for example, your first topic was anaphora, and your second topic would be mentioned down here. So whenever you are going into your next topic, you need to kind of tease me out. Tell me, hey, what am I going to talk about next? And if you need help with transition words, I've given you a little link here as well. Here's some examples of transition words. Think about what is your end game with transitioning. Are you emphasizing? Are you adding? Are you contrasting? This would be a good one to go in to your painting. Or are you just giving me order? So when you put it all together, you've got your quote, you've got your topic sentence. Before this, you've got your quote, then you've got your explanation, and then you're going to have your transition.